Hello, my name is Lucian Msamati. I'm an actor, writer, director, producer, but probably, probably mostly recognized as an actor. And I'm joyously proud and happy of that. So hello, everybody. My experiences of theater and the arts growing up. I grew up in Zimbabwe, and I was very blessed that I grew up in a time and in a place where the schools that I had the opportunity to go to had very active and open cultural extracurricular activities. So I was always involved in after-school drama clubs, in school plays, in the school choir, in all those things. So it has never been something that has been out of reach. It's never been something that I felt I couldn't participate in. Yeah, it has always been within reach for me. And it was in those years, I think when I was about 9, I can say when I was 9 was when the bug bit me. We were in our English class, and our teacher had asked us, this is in primary school, had asked us, I can't even remember what the task was, but we were basically tasked with doing a short scene. And all I remember is a few of us being up in front of the class on the raised part where the board was. And we were doing this scene. And I remember thinking, wow, I like this. I get this. And I feel really cool doing it. But yes, it has always been there. And I've always followed my own curiosity and love and interest in it. I was also always watching television, as you do, going to the movies, but always watching with a different eye. Someone who, I think, when you're enthusiastic about something, when you're interested in something, you're always watching it with a different eye. There's always something that you're asking yourself. Why is the camera there? Why is the door that color? Oh, why that actor's arm was over there in one shot and the next one it's over there? Why did that happen? Oh, can you see the boom mic hanging down? Things like that. You know, when you have a passion, a curiosity, you follow your curiosity, and yeah, you look to find your own answers. Amadeus, the beast and the gift that was. A beast because it's a massive part, and the gift because it's a massive part. How did I prepare to play Amadeus? The way I prepare for everything. Switch everything off, have no distractions, sit with the script and read it through the first time for yourself. Look out for the pings. What pings in you? What is the thing that gives you that little pulse in your gut or in your heart, or makes your brain go, oh, hang on, what does that mean? Why did he say that? Why did he do that? So that was really the beginning of it. What is it that attracted me? What is it that caught Lucian's attention? Just reading it on his own, by himself, without anyone's influence or anything. And the thing that got me, more than anything, was that Salieri has a lot of love in him. He has a lot of love in him. He loves music, truly. He is so, it oozes through his every pore. He has so much love and so much devotion and so much passion. But what he doesn't have is honesty about what he actually wants. That was the interesting discovery right at the beginning. And then to step into his very interesting shoes and to spend time with him, that became the process that would then come after that. But it's always important with any part, with any role, however big, however small. And there are no such things as small parts. This is very true. There's no such thing. You'll never make that mistake of thinking that because I've only got one line, or because I don't have any lines, I'm not important. No. All eyes are on you. You're part of the story, always. And sometimes, in fact, a lot of the time, that's the best place to learn, because you get to see everything. You get to listen to everything. You get to watch everything. You get to see how those who have the big roles change it or switch it up, or where they struggle, or where they glide. You get to experience yesterday's audience laughed at that bit, but they didn't react to that bit. And then they laughed at another bit, which was completely weird. You know, it's the best place to be. So yes, what catches you? Also, after that, it's a question of doing the practical stuff. And the practical stuff in terms of scenes for we as performers is always, where have I come from and where am I going next? What is it that my character is after within this scene? What is it that's in their way? What changes for them along the way? That's always the important thing. Other questions will only be answered in time, in performance, in front of an audience, because that's the other thing. The audience is such a crucial part of it. You can spend weeks and months and years knowing a play inside out, upside down, backwards. You spend time in the rehearsal room. You then get your costumes, you get the design elements, you put it all together, and you put it in front of an audience, and it becomes something completely different. There's always a journey. There's always a journey. But what never changes is what your character is after. That never changes. And that's often where sometimes we as actors, when we get comfortable, we start playing around a bit. You start stretching moments out. You start enjoying the laughs a bit much. It's fine. We're animals of ego. We like the attention. But the story is the most important thing. And that never changes. I did a play called The Word and the Flesh. The Word and the Flesh was basically the story of the last days of Jesus Christ's life. It was set in a contemporary time and in amongst the disciples. And I had two roles. One was I was one of the disciples. I think I had 3 lines in the Last Supper scene. But the main role, the role for which I had the longest time on stage, was as a Roman centurion for the trial scene. And the trial scene was long. It was very, very long. But it is doing that role that I learned all the things that I said before about going, oh, actually, I get to watch the scene every night. I get to learn about focus and concentration. I get to learn about going, today I'm really bored. I'm so bored. Okay, how do I not let my boredom spoil the action? Because I'm a guard, I've got to look like I can do damage. So what do? Well, if I lean a little bit on my left leg, oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and that actor said something different today. And all those things. It was such a wonderful lesson for me. And that's where you build the stamina to play Salieri, to play Iago. It comes from being third spear carrier on the left, and the centurion, and the disciple with 2 lines. That's where you learn to build yourself up. Memorable moments, memorable performances. There are so many, so many. There is one in particular, and I know the individual in question won't mind me saying this, but many, many years ago at the Kiln Theatre, when it was known as the Tricycle, we were on tour with my theatre company Over the Edge from Zimbabwe, and we were on our way back to Zimbabwe, and we were invited to watch a play at the Tricycle. And that evening we all went and we sat and we watched these 2 very brilliant 1-act plays. In one of them, and I remember out of the corner of my eye, noticing the poster and thinking, oh, she's striking, she's beautiful, who's she? Wow, okay. So we sat, the lights went down and the play started. And at some point, this strange, gangly, twisty, awkward, loud, jagged character walks on, and she's talking and she's making a nuisance of herself. And the lead character, who is an artist painting a triptych, convinces her to play, to become a character that he can paint. So she goes behind one of those screens, and it's going on, and the action goes on, and she emerges from behind this screen, and my jaw dropped. And it was this beautiful, beautiful woman that I'd seen on the poster. I was absolutely gobsmacked that How could that person and that person be the same? What is that? What weird magic is this? What on earth is this? So we watched the play to the end. We watched the other play. We didn't meet the performers because we had to get going afterwards. A few years later, when I was part of the very first African-American season at the Tricycle Theatre, very excited, working with people that I'd admired from afar. I was sitting in the rehearsal room on our first day, having the read through, watching all of these superstars in my eyes coming in and being all excited and giddy. And this woman walked in and I went, oh, it's her. And I remember messaging all my friends back in Zimbabwe to say, remember that amazing performer, that amazing actress. I'm working with her. I'm working with her. And that was the amazing Jenny Jules. And Jenny Jules is, for me, a truly gifted performer. And I've had, from that moment, I've had the opportunity, I think we have been on stage together 5, 6 times. And I'm so proud and blessed to call her a friend after all these years, and to call her my stage wife, because we've played husband and wife so many times. But yes, I will never forget the impact that Jenny made on me the first time I saw her on stage as an audience member. And that has only deepened over the fact that we have become friends, that we've worked together. We've done so many amazing things together. And I hope that when all this passes over and we're back together, that we'll get a chance to play again together. But yeah, there you go. You know, given the times that we are in, given this, you know, the world has kind of turned upside down because of this pandemic. I think the important thing is to not lose sight of the fact that it's a long game. It's a long game. I remember for myself being at the beginning of my own journey and thinking, oh God, when would I, and I want to, oh, and it seems as if everybody is, and now literally in the blink of an eye, nearly 30 years have gone by. I'm like, wow, what happened? But I tell you, the greatest gift in all of that is that I'm a better actor now than I was then. Back then, I thought I was the bee's knees. I thought I was everything, the mutt's nuts, as the cool people say. And I was pretty good. But I'm better now. And I'm better for all the experiences I've had, good, bad, ugly, in between, all the things that have happened, not only in art, but in life. It's a long game. It is. And you don't run your own race. Run your own race. And that's tough. It's tough because yes, part of our industry is competitive. We're always running to get that role, that part, that whatever. But it's important to run your own race. And that doesn't mean that you care any less or that you're any less ambitious or you have any less passion. It simply means be careful of comparing yourself to other people. It can be a really dangerous, slippery, and uncomfortable slope. If I were to list all the people, all the fine performers that I look back now and I think, man, why did I waste energy on that? You know, it's not a straight line, this business of ours, you know, it's just not a straight line, but every single experience has led me here, talking to you, NT Connections, having done all of these amazing roles. And I do still remind myself to just stand back and go, wow, it really isn't a straight line. And it's taken all this time, and I would not have been able to do what I've done if I didn't take the time. Well, in the words of Bugs Bunny, that's all, folks. One day at a time, breathe. We will all somehow get through to the other side. It will be different, but the same. but we'll get through to the other side, one day at a time, one moment at a time. And I wish you all the peace and the love and the strength and the joy and the stamina to get through it. So take care. Wash your hands and wear a mask. And don't go to illegal raves unnecessarily. There's no point. Why? Why would you do that? Why? I mean, I want to go to a rave, but no. Okay, I'm not getting invited to them. That's a different thing. But take care, folks. Bye-bye.